another episode of the Midwest Cannabis Podcast. This is brought to you by Respect My Region and is partnered with Tree of Life Public Relations. And today I'm joined by a proponent of cannabis out of Indiana, a state that we haven't even really talked about yet on the Midwest Cannabis Podcast. I have Matt Avery, aka Master Roachee here. How are you doing today, Master Roachee?
Namaste, my friend. I am beautiful, copacetic, vibing, grooving. Take your pick, my friend.
That's great to hear. Great to hear. So first, I actually do want to ask you about the state of cannabis in Indiana. I just want to know what's happening. Is legalization close? I know you said they're a big prohibition state before the episode got started, but fill us in.
The state of cannabis in Indiana is incarceration.
I see.
Uh, in fact, there's a Senate bill sitting there, 209, that's going to make all Delta products equal to Delta 9. So you get caught with Delta 8, you're still going to jail. There's no tickets here.
Oh
And
wow.
Yeah, it's hardcore here now. Enforcement enforcement's way down. Most of the state agrees that there needs to be cannabis reform.
Yeah.
It splits from there to medical only to recreational and everything in between. So there's a lot of talk. Uh, Indiana's just extremely conservative
Hmm.
and very, very, very slow to change. I mean, we only got Sunday beer about 5 years ago.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So things move very slowly here. We just need more grassroots action here in
Gotcha.
Indiana. That's that's the big thing. But people are so afraid to even mention cannabis or talk about marijuana. They don't want to stick their head up, uh, whether they're a proponent or not. People just don't feel comfortable discussing it.
And so I know before the episode also you said you've been a part of the NORML chapter in Indiana, correct?
National Normal and the Indiana Normal. I was a member of National Normal way before Indiana Normal was even on the scene.
I see, I see. And how has that involvement changed? Are people way more accepting of the information that you guys are like disseminating now, or do people kind of still push away or reject when you guys are advocating at things?
You know, warmer receptions. Education has been the key, fighting all the stigma and they just say no and all that was shoved down everybody's throats,
Hmm.
uh, over the years. Getting people to finally listen a little bit and be educated, and honestly, CBD opened the door
Hmm.
uh, for at least the people that I've been able to speak with.
Got you. And you have your own CBD brand, correct? While you take a hit, definitely take your time. But I have seen online that you have your own CBD brand. And would you like to talk about your brand at all? How did that brand get started?
Oh, I would love to talk about the brand. Originally, the brand got started because I couldn't find any good cannabis
Mhm.
and wanted to become a craft grower, and that didn't look like it was going to happen. But I've always been, I'm an herbalist. I've always been interested and active with natural remedies, mostly for friends and family. I was always told there's no money in being an herbalist, but I'm hoping to change that.
Mhm.
So yes, we have Master Roachee's Garden. Uh, that's our brand name. Uh, the fellow on the label kind of looks like this fella. I'm putting my
Okay.
money or my face where my mouth is.
Yeah.
Uh, we have some really we have a limited selection right now, but we have a lot of stuff in development.
Okay.
Um, we're we're just getting started, so we're in that in between phase where we got a lot that we want to do, but not the money to do it.
Got
So,
it.
check these out. One of the things that we have is called Ambrosian Nights, and this is a Delta 8 and a CBN combination. Taken
Okay.
about 20 minutes before bed, the Delta 8 comes in, relaxes the mind, the
Hmm.
body. You slip into sleep. That's where the CBN kicks in, and it puts you in a nice deep sleep. It's healthier than melatonin, by far better than Benadryl or diphenhydramine.
Hmm.
Uh, it gives you a really comfortable night's sleep with no hangover, and your endocannabinoid system takes care of the rest. Uh,
Wow. Would you say that's like you guys' most like popular product, or at least your favorite product at this point?
both. It's my
Okay.
favorite product, and it's our most popular product, followed by our golden medal tincture, which is CBD, CBDA, and CBG,
Okay.
uh, which is uh, which is really good. So, but check out our website, masterroacheesgarden.com. Also available on uh, Mr. CBD of Chicago. You can find us there also.
Okay.
So check out both of them.
Definitely, definitely. And I saw on your website also that you've been to some live events in the past. Are you planning on going to any more like live cannabis events soon, or what do you have
Oh,
planned?
oh, certainly, certainly. Uh, Definitely want to get back up to Chicago for the at least the alternative products convention,
Mm.
and I don't think we're going to make Canacon this year, but if I could find a way, I'd love to get back up for Canacon.
I see, I see. And I want to ask you about kind of your cannabis journey. What, if you want to talk about it, what originally got you into consuming either hemp or cannabis? What was your original kind of push?
Well, I was born in the '60s, so growing up, you know, I my friends are musicians. I play a little guitar, and back then I did. And I
Hmm.
don't know. It's just like everybody I hung out with. Their older brother or older sister. Were real hippies and all. So they were sharing the weed, and I mean, hell, we just kind of got it give to us, you know. And that's where I learned how to grow,
Hmm.
uh, and all because that was just kind of the culture that I was in. My that's how my friends were, and
I see.
in high school, and really even began in junior high. And yeah, yeah. So I
I
might
got
say
you.
I've been involved in it for a few years.
For sure. For sure. And I kind of want to dive into the growing journey a little bit. How long ago would you say you started like seriously growing or really developing strains of your own?
Seriously growing. Uh, that was probably in like 90, 91, somewhere right around there.
Okay.
And uh, I started seriously growing in a walk-in closet
Okay.
with poster board for the white walls, and I mean this is going way back to Ed Rosenthal book, and that's what really
Okay.
got me got me going, man. So I followed his advice and quickly grew out of the walk-in closet and started doing some outside guerrilla growing, and then friends of mine got married and bought a house with a great big greenhouse on it, and they said, have at it. So, getting down to it, I have grown in closets, outside, in basements, and attics, and garages. Uh, today's setups are a lot better than
I can
they.
imagine. I can imagine today's setups are at least a little bit better.
Oh yeah, the LED lights, man, those are great. So.
And what would you say today currently is your favorite way to consume? Like, do you like rolling J's? You like pipe? I see you smoking your pipe here. What are your preferred methods?
I am a glass man.
I
I love my pipes, uh, and I mean hell, I still have oh oh go I'll think of it. Uh, Prototype.
okay.
Yeah, I still have a prototype
I don't think I
that I
know what a
carry.
prototype is.
Oh, my friend, it's a wonderful little invention. You have a little copper or brass pipe that
Okay.
has a lid on it, and then you have a stash tube for your weed, and you got a
Hmm.
little poker to clean it out. And I mean, you can slip it in your pocket for a concert or something, and people
Uh,
look at it, they think it's a tool or a part of something.
yeah.
But yeah, check it out when you get a chance online. Prototype, you'll want one.
I'm gonna check it out for sure. For sure.
Right. What's your favorite way to consume, my friend?
My favorite way to consume is definitely joints. Like rolling joints is. I have a lot of glass as well. I do like glass on occasion, a good amount, and I like to switch it up. I have the dry herb vaporizer as well. The occasional, maybe like once every 2 or 3 months, I'll smoke a blunt or something like that.
Right.
But
Oh,
yeah, rolling joints is my preferred way for sure.
right on. I've got a power hitter that we love, and I have a great vaporizer from Onsen Labs.
Okay,
And I'll tell you, I mean, it's medical grade. It If you're looking for a dry vaporizer, check out Onsen Labs.
gotcha.
But yeah, my favorite way is glass, but I've got bongs and all kinds of different stuff, and
Absolutely.
you're right. Changing it up every while, it's important.
I think it's really important. It changes the experience, in my opinion, and how it hits you. When I hit a dry herb vaporizer, and people have written about this online a ton, so it's not just a phenomenon in my head. I already know, but it's a completely different high. It's a completely different experience. How it kind of engages the strain, I guess you could say, it's different. It's completely
Hundred
different.
percent. I agree 100% with you.
Yeah. So, outside of like the cannabis space, what are some things that you enjoy? I just want to know some like personal hobbies of yours or things that you like outside of the cannabis space.
Oh, music. I'm a huge music fan. I haven't been playing much recently. I'm just too damn busy.
I
But
see.
yeah, I put on some good jazz and grab a book when I have an opportunity. And
Yeah.
guess what? I read about cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah. So my hobbies intertwine with my life. Cannabis or
Mhm.
mushrooms or natural healing. That's pretty much what I spend my time on.
So you like the mushrooms as well. We could
Oh,
talk
I
about mushrooms some if you'd like.
I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are usually my Saturday night treat.
I see.
Is grab some, build a little fire in back, and consume, and have some friends over, throw some tunes on, and just
Yeah.
commune with nature and family.
Hell yeah. People are actually consistently hitting me up, just asking me how I typically take mushrooms because I'm the same way. I can relate exactly how you're talking about. Maybe not in the exact same context, but just that's what it helps me with on just a normal kind of relaxing night. Um, but what would you how do you consume them? Do you just eat them? Do you mix them with stuff? How do you eat them?
Just eat them, just right out, and some people like to weigh them out. I have a pretty good guesstimate, so
Mhm.
yeah, sometimes a little more intense than others, but yeah, I don't. I just grab and say that's about right.
I guess that works. That works just as well as a scale.
Yeah. Uh,
I've tell people, well, just to give you my way, I like to like get smoothies and then I blend them up in smoothies and just drink them like that. And I've really enjoyed them that way. If anybody out there doesn't like the taste, or if anybody doesn't like them getting stuck in their teeth or anything like that, that's just an alternative method.
that is not a bad idea. The other way I like to consume is in honey,
Mm,
making blue honey,
okay.
and, and that is a wonderful, wonderful way to consume.
I haven't had that. I need to make some honey with it for sure.
Oh
That sounds
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Check out blue honey, man. You will not be disappointed. That's a Master Roachee guarantee. You eat blue honey, you will not be disappointed.
I got you. Okay, so we could to get back to cannabis a little bit. I actually wanted to just ask you a few questions about your brand. I know there are other people out there who are in other states who are looking to start their own brand, maybe looking to manage a team or something like that. What's kind of just a brief day to day like for Master Roachee in the cannabis world?
Well, Master Roachee still works a day job,
I hear you.
so I'm
That's the
this is
reality of it. I understand.
so my day starts at 5 a.m. I try to get home by 4, and then I try to spend time on research. We have our lives on Thursday nights. We have our business meetings on Wednesdays. I try to line up music and guests and all in between.
Uh huh.
And I'm putting out a blog weekly, which I was told should be 17 to 2,000 words. So for being a non-writer, I'm writing a whole lot.
Yeah,
So
I hear you.
and trying to keep up on current events, current trends, new studies, along with trying to work on the sales side and the development of these new products. I have uh, so a toothache remedy getting ready to come out, and some salves that
Okay.
people are just going to be absolutely crazy about. But these also contain cannabinoids. We're taking the best of natural remedies and holistic medicine,
Hmm.
and we're combining them with cannabinoids. And we are just seeing some amazing results on the people that we've tested with.
That's dope. It sounds like you're pretty busy. Sounds like your day to day is pretty busy, and your few months coming up here, at least, they're about to be pretty busy as well.
Oh, certainly, certainly. I'm getting ready to take. I'm taking a day off tomorrow, going to a state park to do some new product shots.
Okay.
Uh, so
So is that really a day off?
no, no, but it's a day off from the day job.
I hear you. I hear you.
So I'd rather work for myself any day.
I completely agree. And I want to know what you're excited about. What are you excited about most coming up here, either in the cannabis market, or I guess in the cannabis market, but also in your personal entrepreneurship journey?
Oh, coming up to Chicago.
Hmm.
Oh well,
No,
I want to.
excited. I'm saying, what are you just excited about coming up here? Like just in
Oh,
general.
oh, right, oh, coming
Yeah.
up in the calendar.
Yeah.
Uh, there is a Grow Together CPAC or pack that's forming in Indiana that is
Okay.
pro hemp and pro cannabis. I am also a member of the Midwest Hemp Council, as a policy member. So I'm going to help sponsor this event. It's a political pact to uh, legislate for pro hemp, pro cannabis.
Okay.
So we'll be sponsoring that. I'm going to be getting some flyers out on my website. It will be at the Vogue Theater in Indianapolis
Okay.
on September 16th. It's a concert, and I don't remember who's playing.
I got
So,
you.
but I'll get the information. I think it's Clayton Young. He's an Indianapolis or Indiana kind of country music artist.
Okay.
So he's going to be there. but it's going to be a night of music and hanging out and fundraising, and it's going to be a good time. So I'm pretty excited about that coming up.
That's cool. That's cool. And if people do want to get involved in Indiana, if somebody was just sitting at home and they're like, I want to help out, I want to help with legalization push, stuff like that. What do you think's ways, or at least maybe one or two ways that people in Indiana can help out if they can?
Well, the one thing is, help spread the word that that we need grassroots support. We need people to come up and stand up and say to their elected officials, we want change. I mean, that's what our officials, we don't send them up there to vote the way they want to vote or the way
Mhm.
they think we want to vote. We send them there to vote and represent us. By the way, I might add this: Master Roachee, Indiana State Legislative Representative for District 42 in Indiana. Vote for me. I don't want your money. Probably the only politician that's going to say, I don't want your money. I want your vote. I want you to listen to my message. It's simple: mental health, cannabis reform, and working with the small towns. I'm the libertarian candidate. Oh,
Okay.
so
That's cool.
yeah, we need grassroots.
I
We
hear
need people to to put yard signs out. I support cannabis. Take a little chance. Put a bumper sticker on. People are afraid to put cannabis bumper stickers on. They'll put Pornhub, but they won't put cannabis because they're afraid they'll get pulled over. That's
right.
how bad Indiana is.
Yeah.
I
I hear
mean,
you. I was born and raised in Texas, so it's a similar type
oh,
of
okay,
terrain.
right. You understand. You understand.
I 100% completely understand and empathize with what you guys are going through for sure, because it just sucks. It sucks, especially when there is industry, but like there haven't really ever been industries where there's actually real legal industry, but people still have to hide at the same time, because that goes against like all principles with advertising, with inventory, all those type of things get messed up when it's really tough to like get word out because people are still scared.
Oh yeah. Well, if this bill passes, Uh, I mean, we use Delta 8, which I really think has more medicinal uses than Delta 9. I,
Right.
I really think that as far as the medicinal areas, Delta 8 is going to be the chosen child. But they passed this bill. I mean, they are making most of my products illegal
I hear you.
because, but it doesn't mean we're off the market because we have good friends in Chicago. That's our manufacturers
Hmm.
and our warehousers and can ship for us. So we don't have to do any, uh, all of our operations are out of state. We're just based in the state of Indiana, so we can't have those products on site or, if they pass this bill. But that's not going to stop us from spreading what we think are some very, very beneficial products. And,
For
but
sure.
that's
And
what
when
we're
did you say the vote is for this again?
November 3rd
November
uh,
3rd. Okay.
in the general election. Yep, we're a pretty small campaign operation. It's myself and a couple of friends of mine.
I got
Uh, we don't have a war chest. Even if we do, we can't. We're the Libertarian Party is not recognized nationally, so we don't get the breaks that the Democrats and the Republicans do. We don't get their money. There's nothing pooled. It's kind of we'll back you, but as far as that, you're on your own. So we're
you.
hoping to get our message out organically and get it through the internet, get it out there, and get people talking about it. Hey, who's this weird guy that's running for Indiana legislature that is not afraid to talk about cannabis and a lot of other hard subjects, especially mental health and veterans' mental health.
I hear you. It sounds like you're doing some good work out in Indiana, Master Roachee, and just on a national scale, I definitely appreciate the work you're doing just because you're in one
Thank
of the
you.
scariest terrains, it sounds like, to be doing what you're doing and to still be trudging along and still like being successful in what you're trying to do. I mean, that's respectable. So it's great to see, Master Roachee, for sure.
Well, thank you, and you're beautiful. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for having me on. I am so grateful. I love getting the word out there. Check into our Thursday night lives or every Thursday night on Facebook, nine
On
o'clock
Facebook,
Eastern
okay.
time. We're all about holistic health and fitness, and you know, cannabis has a lot to do with that. Amazing history and amazing uses up to about 70 years ago. Well, I guess it's closer to 100 now.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it's a shame what they've done to cannabis.
It is a shame, and the reasons behind it are shameful as well.
Oh yeah,
And go ahead.
oh yeah, greed, racism.
Yeah,
Uh, you know that those are the two reasons that our cannabis is illegal, not because of
right,
the drug.
right. And just when you learn that history and you look around and you're just looking around like what's happening like this, it's like everybody's in a cloud or daze about it, but it seems like the answer is so clear. I don't know. That's at least how it looks from my eyes.
Yeah, well, in 1937, the AMA wrote a letter to Congress suggesting cannabis should not be outlawed, and that letter went into the trash can.
Hmm.
Uh, it's sad because all the lives that have been ruined, all the people that could have been helped, uh, has has been because of a sham, because of this bogus bullshit. Uh, from 100 some years ago.
Right. Right now everything's trying to be like undone, but there's so much damage done that we have to just try to keep, like in my opinion, just like moving forward with the progress as best we can. But it's so different in so many different states that like it's like everybody has to kind of take up the mantle in all 50 different states, which is a whole different fight in and of itself.
Right, right, and you're exactly right. And I'm a big proponent of education, talking with people and educating them on the benefits of cannabis and hemp. And did you know they're the same plant? you know, because when
Right.
people are saying, "Oh yeah, I'm pro hemp, but I'm against cannabis," it's like, no, you're not. They're the same plant.
Yeah.
Uh, and educating them about the studies that are out, what we've seen, the magic that CBD has done.
Hmm.
All the new cannabinoids that we're exploring, and we're finding out how beneficial they can be. And like what we're doing, especially putting them with companion
Hmm.
herbs and plants to really boost everything. Really excited about the future of some of our products.
That's exciting. And one more time, what's your website that people can find your products at and just about you?
Oh, MasterRoacheesGarden.com.
Okay.
MasterRoacheesGarden.com. Come check us out, say hello. And if you register for our newsletter, we are doing our first and only giveaway this month. It's a 3-pack of our tinctures, a
Hmm.
Groovy Days, a Golden Medley, and an Ambrosia Nights.
That sounds beautiful.
Thank
Master Roachee.
you for letting me plug.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what this is for. We want to promote cannabis business in the Midwest. Even like Tree of Life, they do public relations for people, and Elena like made this happen. So we definitely want to shout her out as well.
Yes, Elena is absolutely wonderful. And yeah, definitely check out Tree of Life.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, we appreciate you joining us for another episode of the Midwest Cannabis Podcast. Master Roachee, I definitely want to extend another thanks to you. I'm going to take one more hit before we head out right quick. Cheers to you, Master Roachee. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Namaste. You're beautiful, my friend.